Taylor Erickson with HBB Pro Sales, manufacturer's rep for Rinnai products in the state of Indiana. And I'm here to talk about our RU199IN today, tankless water heater by Rinnai. It's been placed in this INDOT facility for the domestic water for a sink. That's one sink that it's sourcing water to and keeping water hot in that sink. Currently the temperature is set for 120 degrees, which you see on the panel here. Temperature can be increased or decreased by pushing the up or down arrows. If there is a problem with the tankless water heater, it does have a self-diagnostic system, and it'll throw a fault code up on the screen, giving the contractor or the maintenance person indication as to what is going on with the system. Rinnai provides tankless water heat indefinitely. So this unit can do up to it fires at 199,000 BTUs and can do roughly, with a 70-degree delta T, about 5.5 gallons a minute. So, and it will provide hot water indefinitely. So they can turn on the sink and run it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and not ever lose hot water. The features and benefits: isolation valves come with it. All you have to do is turn on the water. 0.4 gallons a minute is what causes the unit to fire. It has a 13-to-1 turn down ratio, so depending upon the need, it'll fire 1/13 of that 199,000 BTUs, which is roughly 15,000 BTUs, thus saving energy. That is the whole idea behind this product. It's ramps up depending upon usage. So if they had multiple sinks, it could fire up all the way up to 199,000 BTUs and provide hot water indefinitely for multiple applications. To clean this unit, there is a stainless steel heat exchanger on the inside. They recommend, if it's softened water like you see here, once a year. And what you do is you basically isolate the heat exchanger by closing the valves here that supply the water to the unit. You hook up your hoses, you put a 5-gallon bucket down, fill it with 4.5 gallons of distilled white vinegar. And then you have a pump. They actually make a kit like this you can buy at distribution. You turn on that pump, you run the distilled white vinegar through that heat exchanger for roughly an hour. And that cleans all the scale and buildup from that unit and cleans it out. When you're done, you just basically pull the lines off, you close back down the valves, you open up the water, the domestic water, back to the unit, you're back in business. And we want white distilled vinegar because it is a food grade product that it's in your water supply. It's not going to be harmful if you ingest a little bit of it. Okay, so I want to also touch on the warranty of the product. It is a residential unit. The residential and commercial are in essence the same unit, but when you put a residential in a commercial application, it assumes a commercial warranty. So in essence, again, the components are all the same. It's just you get a black jacket with commercial, and residential you get a silver jacket. So the warranty is an 8-year heat exchanger, it's 5-year on parts, and it's 1 year on labor. So in order to maintain the warranty, you do need to service this annually. And basically the annual service is cleaning out the heat exchanger. So I mentioned this earlier. They recommend it once a year on softened water. If it's hard water, probably should do it more like twice a year. And that's isolate the heat exchanger and run 4 gallons of distilled white vinegar through the system, the heat exchanger, for an hour. And that should, in essence, take care of the heat exchanger and clean it out. Do not do multiple uses on that vinegar. Once it's done after that hour, dispose of the vinegar, because it will not take on any more scale, because it only loads up so much and then it's exhausted. The other thing is, all the components on the inside of this unit are easily removed. Rinnai has redesigned the unit so it is more efficient, and at the same time you can get the heat exchanger out and back in roughly in 30 minutes. So worst case scenario, you lose a heat exchanger, have a leaking heat exchanger, you should only be down for about 30 minutes to get it taken out and put back in. So all the other components are modular on the inside. There is no longer any push button or dip switches on this unit. It's all the settings are done on the keypad, which is done by the installing contractor. So 14 parameters in a commercial application. This is a residential, so there's 12 parameters in here that you can change.